You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's I Dream of NeNe, the wedding after show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's I Dream of NeNe, the wedding after show.
Welcome to the I Dream of NeNe, the wedding AfterBuzz TV after show. This is season 1, episode 6, something blue. Get it? Get it? Great it. I love it. I'm Jake DuPree.
And I am Michelle Renee.
Yay! Thanks for joining us. And if you're watching the day after we did this show, even better. So, yeah, all right, I'm moving on. So let's just get right into the episode, Michelle.
Of course.
Are you okay with that?
I am fine with that.
Love it. All right, so I love that they just like start out the gate like the girls are going to Mexico.
Yes.
And they were in Mexico. I loved it. And they had a ton of luggage. I mean, they were there for a weekend.
It was just a weekend?
Yeah, it was just a
I
weekend.
thought it was longer than that.
No, I mean it was. I mean, like probably like 3-4 days, maybe.
Yeah.
That was a lot of damn outfits. And I was like,
I'm sure the majority of it belonged to Marlo.
oh, I guarantee you, those like Gladiator, Tom Ford.
They had their own suitcase.
Yeah, no, they're like their own little like case or something. They look like paraplegic like leggings or something. I don't know, but I love that NeNe was just like, I want these girls' weekend to take her mind off the stress, and then they get to the hotel and Dawn and who else
Jennifer
was
was
there?
there.
And then I don't remember who else.
Maybe Pat, maybe?
Yeah, Pat, I think. They're the New York girls.
Yeah.
And there was like the soccer guy there, like the soccer coach, and you just see him like trying to pull up his shirt and like show off his muscles a little bit.
I thought he looked
was
totally
trying
uninterested. Like, I thought he was kind of like scared of them.
I mean, it's like, it's intimidating because they're all super tall and they're just like these like loud,
Crazy
loud
black,
people.
like, yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. He could have been all about it though. But Dawn was like,
Dawn was all about it.
But we come to find out she dates
White guys.
white men. Mm-hmm. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Go Dawn.
I mean, yeah.
With her big lip. I love that.
Her
What
soup
is-
coolers. Soup cooler. Jake had never heard the term soup cooler.
I've never heard that
It's
before.
pretty much like your lips are so big that you like blow on soup.
And it cools it. I mean, I get it. I've just never heard that before.
Someone said that about my lips when I was younger, so I quickly learned what it was.
Is it a term of like coming on to you? I mean, not when you're
It was
younger, I hope.
someone's dad. It was someone's dad, so hopefully not. But
I hope not. Yeah, that's creepy.
yeah,
But,
I really like. Wait, sorry, were you gonna say something else about soup
No.
coolers? I really liked that the women were like in the mood to party and have a bachelorette, weekend.
Yeah.
They were like drinking and like making sexual innuendos on the bus, and then like Dawn obviously was trying to make guys at the soccer player, and I really liked that because I think that's what a bachelorette should be.
Yeah.
It should be your worst behavior.
And I kind of wish they would have shown them like out more, like out at a nightclub or something, or where were the strippers? Like, I wanted to see that stuff with them.
Where was the drunkenness except for Dawn?
Yeah, I was like, what is everyone doing? Like, this is the bachelor party, and it's this amazing like reality TV golden women. Like, let's go. Like, let's really go.
Let's turn up.
Let's turn up. Yes. And then we see Diana and Marlo. They go swimming, or not just Diana and Marlo, but they go swimming with the dolphins.
After they go surfing. Like,
After, we have to talk about that.
Hilarious.
Oh my god, I almost forgot about that. Like, I'm glad you called me on that because that surfing shit. Just no. No. That's all that is. I mean, did Diana look like a damn like
ragdoll.
I mean, not even a ragdoll. She looked like a beluga whale, like something like. I mean, it just was not cute. It was not cute on the surfboard.
You know those dummies that they used to have? Do you just watch like what was the name of that show? It used to come on Nickelodeon, Say What or All That. It was called All That.
Yeah.
And they, not only that show, but a lot of shows, like back before like technology came off, they would like have dummies. Then they would like fly, like they would throw them. What I'm saying is not coming out of my mouth right. But anyway, when she was hitting like waves, she just looked like one of those dummies, just like flailing.
It looked like lifeless almost. I was like, oh my God.
And her neck was like bow, like hitting. Like every single time.
I just wish I could have been there to see like the boobs and the butts like coming out. Like that's amazing. Like to see Jennifer Williams' boobs, I would be so down for that.
I all I have to say is that like, not Jennifer because I think everyone likes her overall, but to see Diana like repeatedly getting like wiped out, I think that had to have been some kind of like internal victory for those people that hate her. Just going like, yeah, turn the waves up.
Bitch, get her.
This is like my favorite moment of the show.
I wish that would have gone on a little bit longer. I mean, it made me uncomfortable because I was like, these people are probably getting hurt. I bet they woke up the next day like
so sore,
neck out of place. Like, oh my God.
And there was kids there, and like their bodies were falling out. Like,
and like Jennifer's amazing boobs. Like, hello, kids. That's
did she have fake boobs?
Oh yeah.
They looked very nice whenever she got her. Yeah, whenever she got her dress cut.
I like to call them church boobs, high and mighty, like church. Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, church and boobs, they don't really go together, but in my world they do. So, F off. That's what I think. And then we see Diana. They all go swimming with the dolphins, and Marlo decides to go, even though she doesn't know how to swim. This is another funny moment.
Another funny moment. This episode was hilarious.
And seeing Diana come out of the water on those dolphins was really funny. She just looked like, I mean, I don't know. She just looked not good. But seeing, and then Jennifer came out and looked like the damn Statue of Liberty, like coming out of the water. Like she looked amazing. And then Marlo just looked crazy. The fact that she was in a life jacket.
And still worried about drowning.
Yeah. I mean, that is terrifying to be like, I can't swim and then getting in water with dolphins.
I
like,
can't swim, so I get it. Like, I get where she's coming from. But
Wait, you can't swim?
No. I mean, I can kind of swim a little bit, but like not to where I'm going to like, jump in the middle of the ocean and try to like swim the English Channel or anything. I just think like someone needs to explain to her, like, this is how a life vest works. It's called a life vest. So you're going to, not drown.
And then those damn dolphins almost like ran her into the like the pier or whatever. And their face afterwards, like she just looks so like she looked like she was in pain. Like that was amazing. And that guy jumped in and saved her, and she just was like, oh, like it was just amazing. I mean, like that could have gone on even longer too.
I wish NeNe and Cynthia had done it though. Like
NeNe was not about to get in there with her weave. Like
NeNe was so turned down though. She didn't do the surfing thing. I mean, understandably, because her freaking teeth would have gotten busted out. But like, it's her bachelorette weekend. I want her to, like, if she was on her period, I think they maybe should have done some activities that she could have done. Or
like gone out. I wanted to see them go out. It was so silly. And then they all are about to go out and drink, and they meet up in, I think, NeNe's room maybe. And NeNe gets a delivery. She opens the package, and it's a giant painting of Diana and NeNe.
And it's like a painting that I did. Like, no offense to whoever painted that in real life, but it wasn't the best.
It was a rough sketch. A rough being the key word there. And then Diana walks in, they're all like, this is weird. And then Jennifer's like, this is some weird shit. And I'm like, oh my God.
We need to find out where the painting came from.
Yes, that sounded like her.
A little bit.
Yeah, it did. And I love that Diana comes in and she's like, what is that? And then they're like, did you do this? I mean, I honestly thought that Diana did that. Like she was being like weird and.
I thought she did. I think she did too.
You think she did it though?
I think she did it, and then she was ashamed when she saw everyone's visceral reaction. So.
I feel like she didn't think that it would be delivered in front of all those girls.
And maybe it didn't turn out as good as she had planned. It wasn't quite as pretty as she.
But then Marlo comes in looking like a hoochie, like wearing. I mean, she didn't look like regular Marlo. Like those booty shorts and that like bedazzled like J-Lo 1997 shirt. Like I can't. That was bad.
Not her best.
And then Marlo is just so damn funny when it comes to like cutting people. Like, what did she say whenever it came to Diana? She was just like, oh my God, I can't even remember what she said, but it was just like, I felt like Marlo did that. I felt like
you think Marlo did
I think Marlo completely commissioned that picture.
Okay, are we ever going to find out who?
I was like, you're just not going to tell us who did it?
Okay,
which makes me think that Marlo makes me think that Diana did it.
We need to tweet NeNe and all the cast members. Be like, who did we ever find out who did the?
We should
picture. I'm sure someone else out there has probably already done it. Like that's the main question on. Maybe Andy's talking about it on Watch What Happens.
So. But that picture was just like terrible. You better get your money back. Whoever did it. Like, okay, if it was Marlo, obviously that's a practical joke. But if it was Diana, like, what's with NeNe's best friends, the friendship contract now? Like the weird, creepy painting. Like, she's got some friends that have a unique way of expressing their feelings. Like,
for her.
buy me lunch. Like, don't buy me a painting.
Buy me a pair of Christian Louboutins, but I don't need a painting or a friendship contract.
If you want to paint something, like paint like the bottom of the shoe, like with my face on it or something. Like, that's all I need. Oh my God, it was just like that was amazing though. If Marlo did that, that's some good TV right there. That's some really good TV, and that's some good dirt. Like, I love that. And then we, of course, go back to Atlanta, and we see Greg planning for his vows, which this was hilarious. And we see the barbershop. And I don't mean to hate, and I don't mean to sound like mean, but it was supposed to be a high-end barbershop. And maybe they're not done. Maybe they're not done with it. It just looked like a regular barbershop. No offense. Like, that's not bad, but it's like to be a luxury barbershop. It looks like it was in like a strip mall. Like, the windows, like, open out to the, like, parking lot. Like, I can't.
Yeah, I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that they're still working on it.
I like your positivity.
Yeah, I'm being the positive one this time, and I'm never positive. But yeah, hopefully they're still working on it.
And I love that he planned for all the guys to like, these are the 9 reasons why I love you. And then they all like say the reason, then take a knee, and then he's like, I'm the
last man standing
for you. I was like, Greg. I mean, that's cute.
That's
cute, really
but
cute.
It's corny.
It's corny as hell. But it's Greg,
cute in a corny way, yeah.
And like that's what he does. Like he comes up with these weird things, and it's just like it works because it's him.
He's a wordsmith.
Wordsmith.
Or poet and don't know it, as he always says.
I just think it'll be really cute for him to do that at the wedding, because NeNe will be like, that's Greg, you know? And I love that NeNe was like, Greg he gets a bachelor party, but it's one night. I get a weekend with my girls, and I'm sure there'll be strippers at his party.
Yeah.
I mean, he did meet NeNe that way, so.
Based off what we've seen in The Real Housewives of Atlanta,
they love strippers.
Yeah, strippers is very much a part of the Atlanta culture. And I think
that it really is. Like, I think that's like certainly. People just like, let's go out, so let's go to the strip club.
Yeah, Atlanta strip clubs are a very big thing.
And you had something to say about the strippers on that bus. What'd you think?
Well, we saw the strippers in the preview for next week, and they're like ratchet strippers, like tats on the back, and like got some kids at home, like some stretch marks.
It just makes me sad sometimes seeing strippers, because I'm like, that's someone's child, and like here's this guy like taking her bra off, and then like awesome for you, like get the money and like do your thing and pay for your kids, but it's just like it just makes me cringe.
Every time I go to a strip club, which like, obviously I go a lot, maybe.
All right.
I've been maybe 3 or 4 times, and every time I'm at a strip club, I do this like social analysis in my head of like why are these girls here, and what implications does this have on society?
Yeah.
Like, and so I just can't really enjoy it because I'm there judging them, and not necessarily in a bad way, but just in a way that I feel my heart breaks for them because they have to resort to like stripping.
Yeah, but maybe they've always wanted to be a stripper, and that's like what they want to do with their life.
Does anyone grow up? Does anyone grow up?
I mean, maybe someone's like, I want to entertain, and I love being naked, and like if I'm, I don't know. I'm just like defending them. I don't know why. I feel like I was a stripper. I feel like I was a stripper in my past life, so maybe that's why I'm defending them. Take that as you will.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel sad for the strippers out there.
So moving on to another stripper, Marlo decides not to wear blue at the party. I thought this was a really cute idea, and Diana made this place look amazing. This little beachfront, she set up all the blue lights, the blue flags, the candles. It just looked really nice and peaceful and calm, like a beach setting should be. And then Marlo decides not to wear the blue dress. I mean, it was technically blue. Like the majority of it was blue. It had yellow and some pinks and like some different things, but the majority of it was blue.
And it was supposed to be long and flowy, and hers was short. I think that was also an issue.
Yeah. I mean, and I realized this later, like while they were talking about it, that NeNe was supposed to be the only one not wearing blue or wearing just something different, so she could stand out. But I mean, it's like they were just on the beach like by themselves, so it's like, girls, calm down.
But like, looking back in the pictures, though, I would have told her like you can't be in the pictures.
Yeah.
You're ruining this.
Or someone like put their blue dress over hers.
Yeah. I mean, I will give it to Diana. I never have a positive word to say about her. I don't. But she really got some points, some positive points for me on this episode.
Yeah.
With arranging the whole thing, and she kind of redeemed herself. The book was very nice and thoughtful, and it's obviously something that she thought about beforehand.
Yeah.
So to me, it didn't seem like something she was doing to try to, come back from all the negativity. It seemed like something she had already been planning, which shows that obviously she, thinks the world of NeNe. So
yeah, it just was really sweet seeing all those girls say those nice things about NeNe. And then I love that NeNe, she's hard to show emotion, in a sentimental way. And she was just she would cut them. She would be say funny things about them being old or something. And I was just that's funny. That's cute. It just was, this is a really sincere moment. And I'm glad that Diana planned that.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't feel like any of the other girls could have planned something like that for her. It was just cute. It was really, really cute. And I love that NeNe was just Diana was saying, she was I wanted all the girls to wear blue and let this whole thing be blue so it's peaceful, serene. And then Diana kept it cool with Marlo not following the rules. And then, of course, Cynthia. I was really shocked that Cynthia
The bearer of bad news.
Yeah.
That's the role that she's played this season, though.
Yeah.
When she pulled the shades out, and I think at the tea party they had, or it was a dinner. Maybe it was when they were at Mr. Chow's. I don't know. But we've seen her do that a lot. She tries to, I don't know, is devil's advocate the word I want to use? Maybe not. But
yeah,
she stirs the pot a little bit.
She does stir the pot a little bit. This didn't have to be brought up. I mean, I'm glad it did for TV and drama reasons, but it's just that wasn't necessary. Yeah. They're having a good time.
Yeah, what I wrote down is NeNe, I think, was Cynthia is right. Da-da-da-da, whatever. And what I wrote is, but Cynthia is right, but at the same time, she's wrong.
She's ruining the night.
It was such a peaceful, beautiful, happy night, and she's kind of adding insult to injury. Everyone is there. Everyone sees that she has a different dress on. It's the elephant in the room. I just think it ruined the night, but made for great TV.
It did. And what did you think about Marlo saying that she likes to be extra because she didn't have a mom and dad, and that's how she gets attention? She was in foster care and stuff. I mean, I'm sure that's the reason why she always is so on, because she just wants attention. I mean, I'm sure that's what it is. But it's just just to wear a dress like that, no, I don't think that's the reason.
There's no correlation between you having a messed up childhood and you not participating.
Not participating.
Yeah.
It's she just didn't. She wanted to make a point to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I think that anybody I'm happy that she admitted that she has issues and that we saw kind of a different side of Marlo we've never seen.
Yeah.
But also, if you're able to identify what your problems are, then why haven't you done anything to correct them?
Fix them. I wrote that same thing down. I was why are you this is the stuff I have to deal with every day. But if you that specific and that identified with it, then fix it.
Yeah.
It should be always on your mind to be oh, I shouldn't be this way because this is the reason why.
It's the first step is admitting you have a problem. The second step is fixing it. And she's just obviously admitted that there's a problem. But
exactly.
I think she's cool with it. I think she realizes that people are kind of annoyed with her antics. But at the end of the day, she doesn't want to change.
I mean, but think about it. If we were watching this show and there was nothing going on, it would be boring without Marlo. I'm sorry.
It would be.
It would be. I mean, she brings the drama, and her voice is crazy, and she has loud, comebacks and stuff. And she makes it about herself, and that's amazing. It's so good for this show.
Do you think the producers coaxed her into not wearing the blue dress?
I don't know. I didn't even think about that, actually. Maybe. I don't know. Huh.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. What do you people think out there?
Yeah. Head to iTunes. Thanks, Jake. Head over to iTunes and tell us what you think about Marlo deciding that she wasn't going to participate and wear a blue dress. Do you think she was right? Do you think she was wrong? Did you like her dress? Did you hate it? While you're at iTunes, you can, of course, rate and comment on our after show. Give us 5 stars, leave us a question, comment, and shout us out. And you can also check out Adventures of Serial Buddies, which is a movie that was produced by Kevin Undergaro and Maria Menounos, who are the founders of AfterBuzz TV. You can get that movie also at Blockbuster, Target, and Netflix, just to name a few places.
Yeah.
So, yeah, check that out.
Yay! All right, so moving on. So while you're checking that out, watch NeNe's show. And Cynthia comes to NeNe's room so they can call Tony and see how the wedding is going and see how all the planning is going. And then we find out that there's going to be a 30-person choir It's going to surprise the guests.
Okay.
I think that's
that.
cute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that Cynthia is the only one that knows about that. I found this weird that Cynthia would be in the room talking to Tony about all this stuff. Why wasn't Marlo there?
Marlo, the
Marlo's
coordinator.
the creative director or whatever. It's interesting.
I don't know. I think that Cynthia is getting. She's another person that I never really have too many positive things to say about.
See,
but,
I like Cynthia. I do like her.
I think she's taking too much credit with the whole Tony Conway thing.
I told you, like, it was.
Yeah, like every time Tony Conway's name is mentioned, she acts like she gave birth to him. Like, okay, we get it. You like referred.
You're the one that brought him into our consciousness.
Yeah,
like, okay, cool.
You referred Tony Conway to her, but at the end of the day, like, her wedding is going to be kind of a different caliber than yours.
Yeah.
So we get it, but I'm tired of hearing it. Is that bitchy? Yeah, it totally
It's
is.
a little bitchy, but I like it, though.
Whatever.
And then Dawn comes in. She got bitten by some crazy mosquito that's only in like Cancun, Mexico or something, in her lip. I will say, I thought she kind of looked good. I mean, she kind of looked like a Beverly Hills housewife to me a little bit, but like...
She looked like Taylor?
It looked good. I mean, it was just like, it was nice and Tootsie Roll. It looked like she put a Tootsie Roll underneath her lip. And there it was. It just looked cute.
It looked painful. Like, it looked like if she laughed, her lip was just going to explode.
Yeah, like, it was like juicy.
And I just thought it was funny that NeNe, like, ran. Literally, she was, like, scared when she saw her friend and ran.
I love that. And then, of course, all the girls, they go out to talk about Marlo at the lunch, at the whatever table. And NeNe talks about how she's disappointed in Marlo. And they all bring up the fact that she thinks that Marlo's just trying to steal the attention, which I do think that's what she did, and that's what she wants to do, and she wants to make it about herself. But it makes, I don't know, I feel like NeNe's finally seeing that in a bad way. Like, she wants the attention to be about herself because this is her show, like, this is her wedding, and she just wants Marlo to shut up and take her place. And that's not what Marlo can do.
Yeah.
Marlo's not capable of that.
NeNe says that says a lot about. They're bringing up how Marlo said, "Well, I'll let her shine on her wedding day," and NeNe's response is, "That says a lot about her."
Yeah.
Or that says a lot about you. And I'm thinking it kind of says a lot about you, NeNe, that you invited this person that you don't really know that well to be in your wedding. Like, a wedding is not a place where you want to experiment with friendships. Yeah. And figure out people's personalities.
It should be your nearest and dearest. Like, that's what it should be. I mean, I think that. Do you think that NeNe maybe brought her on this show to like elevate the like production value of the show, kind of like all the drama and everything?
I mean, I just think something as serious as a wedding, that you wouldn't have someone in your wedding party that you didn't truly think was a friend.
Yeah.
But I think that she just should have reevaluated it. And she did have 9 bridesmaids, so it seemed like the criteria for being a bridesmaid wasn't that strenuous or strict. I don't know. You know? Even Laura Glovin, I don't think they were friends for that long.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's why Diana, the whole point, and Cynthia, she says that about Cynthia too. Yeah. But I think that genuinely Cynthia and NeNe are friends.
Yeah.
I really do think that.
I agree.
And I think that Marlo and her are friends, but I just feel like they don't see each other that much.
Yeah.
And when they do see each other, they're just like, "You're crazy, I love you." Like,
exactly. I think it's a friendship built off of different things than what her and Diana's friendship is built off of, or what her and what's the one that Dawn's friendship are built out of, like,
and Lexus and Michelle,
and her whenever Marlo's reading her little passage in the book, she kind of makes an example, I guess, by saying, our friendship is fun. We were supposed to fight, but we came together as 2 like women that to have fun.
I think the word she uses is titans.
Yeah. So I think their friendship is all about them dressing up together, them being tall together, them being fabulous together. And it's not necessarily about the struggle of like divorces or, failed relationships and all that stuff that some of the other relationships
And I do think that Jennifer Williams and NeNe are friends too, because I've seen them like on Instagram pictures and Twitter and stuff like that. Like it goes back a long time. Not just like recently.
A long time, you think?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 years. That's not too long, but more than like some of these other girls, I think. So it's interesting to see that. That's a really good point. Like, why would you include someone that you don't know all the sides of them in your wedding, everything? But it is a show, and I think NeNe's smart.
And it's her wedding at the end of the day, so what is my opinion?
Yeah, invite whoever you want. Like, we don't care. And then we see Greg and some of his groomsmen rehearsing a dance at the reception. And that one, he's so cute, and he can't dance.
He can't dance.
At all.
No.
Those hips, I was like, child in the bedroom.
Are you married? That's exact same thought I had. I'm like, his poor wife.
The wife's probably like, oh, yeah, okay, now get it over with. Yeah.
Maybe she's on top. I don't know.
Oh, maybe that helps a little bit with the hip action. All right, so we see all the girls going to the pool, and Marlo said she felt attacked at the blue party. I mean, when she was attacked, but for good reason, I think. And Cynthia says everyone feels like you weren't a team player, and NeNe said it looked very odd for Marlo to do that, to wear the no dress, and I think that's really. I mean, it is odd. Like, it's like, why would you make this about you? Because it's not about you at all. So it's like, calm down, take your seat.
And Marlo, I love when she dishes it out, but you dish it out like, she was attacked, I agree, but she should be able to, with that personality, she should be able to take it and deal with it.
Because I guarantee on a weekly, daily basis, whatever, that she deals with people that don't like her. Probably more than people that do like her. So it's like, you think that she would be able to cut it and then just like let it go.
Let it go. But apparently she cried herself to sleep.
I was like, oh, please. You know, she was like in her room, like dancing, like
She was putting on fake eyelashes, like, drinking. No.
She had
fixing her wig.
She had no F's to give. None to give.
She probably hooked up with some Spanish millionaire that she knew, or
some old guy, like, amazing with lots of money. Good for her. Do your thing. And then I do like that Marlo apologizes and she wants to do better, but it was like.
Is it genuine?
No. It was like a backhanded, like, I know you all think that I'm this way, and I'm sorry that you think that I'm that way, but I'm not really that way, and I'm going to do better. It was just like the apology, if you go back.
I'm going to try to do better.
I'm going to try to do better. I mean, and then we move on to the next scene, which NeNe flies her seamstress in to do a fitting for the bridesmaids, that's unbelievable that she can afford to do all this stuff. I mean, I'm sure Bravo foots a lot of the bill, but whatever. I'm like glad that this is fabulous and amazing. And we see that Marlo, she wants to add some rhinestones to her dress. And NeNe was like, I think it's foreshadowing. I think that something's going to happen where Marlo's going to add the rhinestones and NeNe's going to flip.
I mean,
it's like not that big a deal.
Yeah, and
but
NeNe gave them the agency to design their own
dresses. The top of the dress,
Jennifer Williams, like, cut hers down to the belly button, and that was fine. But Marlo wants to add a belt of rhinestones, and there's a problem.
Well,
I mean, you got to make up your mind, NeNe.
It shocks me that Marlo would want to do that because that's kind of tacky. That's a little bit Real Housewives of Orange County.
But her dress does need something. Everyone else's has some kind of lace or something.
But I like it. It's very like Calvin Klein, like minimalist, and I like that. I really do like it. I think, and it looks amazing on her. Boobs look great, and she's so tall. She looks good in anything. But I don't know. I was like, rhinestones, don't do that. Don't do it.
I don't know.
Then the person I want to get to is Alexis, because that shit is so funny. Like, I love her.
I do,
like,
too.
I think
She's my favorite.
That is a real person. Like, like, if I went and met her in real life, she'd be the exact same way. Like, just, like, crazy and loud and just, like, over in the corner with her silver eyeshadow. Like, I can't. It's amazing. And then the fact that she's drunk, I'm going to get my man, and, like, twerking like in the dress. And then the fact that she's naked in that robe, about to throw up on this seamstress's bed in Cancun, like, that's unbelievable. Like, none of the other girls, like, they've all been around cameras and stuff, like, they realize that that's not what you do. Like, you save it probably whenever production isn't there. And it was just so good. Like, that was so good.
That's the stuff that bachelorette parties are made out of, though.
I know, and
I love it.
And she made, like, I was like, why can't we see her, like, out on the dance for, like, falling around like Ramona Singer? Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was just so good. And then I loved the fact that NeNe got so emotional seeing all of her bridesmaids in their dresses. And I will say, my favorite bridesmaid's dress is Diana's.
Diana. Okay. Sorry, I had to get it in my mind. I'm like,
it makes her look so soft and elegant, because she's a strong, sturdy girl. And like that, it looked very nice on her.
It did. I like Jennifer's.
Yeah, I do too.
I like Jennifer's.
Boobs,
hers is like.
Yeah. We didn't get to see Laura's though.
We didn't, and I'm sure Laura's is hot. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got the body to pull it off.
Yeah. What I did like this sentimental moment when she got emotional. I have a question for Bravo. Why are they playing Beauty and the Breakdown? That's the name of the song. They played it earlier in the episode, and they played it when she was crying as well. And that is the song that they had Kim and Kroy dancing to on their first wedding. I'm like, that's some shade right there.
There's like recycling music.
Can NeNe get her own song?
I know, damn. It's like, can someone else play like instrumental elevator music like on the side? Like, anybody can do that, okay?
So anyway, Bravo, why you do that?
It's interesting. So let's move into some predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I predict that NeNe is going to get cold feet, but then get married. What do you predict?
I predict that Greg is going to sign the prenup.
Oh my gosh, you're crazy. You have the craziest predictions.
I know. I predict that we already know what happens.
Yes. Well, I'm really sad that our show's over literally on Sunday.
Yeah, we didn't know it was coming to an end.
Well, I thought we had 2 more episodes left. So bummer. But we'll be really close behind you with some other shows like Vanderpump Rules. So be on.
And Shaws of Sunset.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Good at Bravo. Get it, Bravo. All right, you can find me on Twitter at Jake_DuPree and on Instagram and Facebook at Jake DuPree.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Michelle Renee LA.
We'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.